Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Letter of Guidance. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. All praise is due to Allah, the Lord of the worlds. God bless Muhammad and his family, the representation and Al-Mahdiyun. May you see God in everything, with everything, after everything, and before everything, until you realize God, and the veil comes uncovered, so you see things all by God, and evidences won't be your lead to the evident, but the evident is the lead to evidences. Imam Hussein says, "My Lord, my hesitation in your leads keeps my distance from you. It is your mercy that takes me to you. How can I reach you by signs that are needy to you? Does any other than you have qualities you lack, so that it will be the lead to you? When were you ever absent, so that I need evidences to prove your existence to me? And when were you ever distant, so that leads will take me to you? The eyes that don't see you are blind, and the deal of a slave that doesn't give him a share of your love is loss." Arafah praise. Wash the mud off your eyes and ears so that you see God and hear God and know that God talks to you even with a simple rock. Don't rely on ignorance who call themselves acquainted, so they fill your eyes and ears with mud and pull you into this materialist transitional world and into its ornaments. Don't rely on them because they can't see their own hands, and this transitional world is their amount of knowledge. Don't rely on them, and they don't trust in vision, and they are the route to the kingdom of heaven. Look into the kingdom of heaven, and listen to the kingdom of heaven, and believe in the kingdom of heaven, because it's the truth the prophets and executors believed in, and it's what the deviated religious don't believe in, those who fought prophets and executors at all times. And here they are now, considering USA, its democracy and its elections, and not considering God. And they didn't appreciate as much as he truly is. God is great, the Almighty. They aren't considering God, His word, or His aid to the heirs. So they became a representation of the greatest charlatan, the USA, just like prophets are a representation of God. Read the Quran, deliberate it, and the stories of prophets and executors, the heirs on God's earth, and the past nations that denied them, and those nations' leaders of deviated religions. Then look back at yourselves and see if the man of truth crossed over, went against the stories of the prophets, and whether the deviated missed the stories of the enemies of prophets. By God, I don't speak of what my sacred fathers didn't speak of, who recommended people my aid and mentioned me in their wills: Noah, Ibrahim, Ismail, Muhammad, Ali, Al-Hassan, Al-Hussein, and the Imams, peace be upon them. And he left it as a word to endure among those who came after him, that they may turn back to Allah. And the deviated religious said nothing but what Nimrod, Pharaoh, Abu Sufyan, and Al-Walid, curse be upon them, said. They said, "Truly your apostle who has been sent to you is a veritable madman." And they said, "This is nothing but magic, derived from of old. This is nothing but the word of a mortal." And they said, "Is it that the message is sent to him of all people amongst us? Nay, he is a liar, an insolent one." And they said, "Nay, they say, these are medleys of dream. Nay, he forged it. Nay, he is but a poet. Let him then bring us a sign, like the ones that were sent to prophet of old." They said, and said. And the ones who don't know said, "Unless God speaks to us, or a miracle, just like the ones before them had said. Their hearts are alike. We clarified the truth for people who would realize it. I came to testify the truth and to say the truth. That is why I was born, and that's why I'll die, by God's will. And for you, if you want to testify for the truth, testify. But if you find this bitterness and wait, thank God for what He has given you. The truth is bitter and heavy, and the false is sweet and light. And now that your message is the message of all prophets and executors, so work and be witnesses over people, just as the messenger is a witness over you. And God, His messenger, the prophets, executors, and the ones of faith will see your work. So have patience and bind yourself with each other, and debate people of the book by their book, and the people of the Bible by their Bible, because your case is mentioned in their Bible, not in general, but in details. Jesus says, "But now I go unto him that sent me, and none of you asketh me, Whither goest thou? But because I have spoken these things unto you, sorrow hath filled your heart. Nevertheless, I tell you the truth, it is expedient for you that I go away. For if I go not away, the Comforter will not come unto you. But if I go, I will send him unto you. And he, when he is come, will convict the world in respect of sin, and of righteousness, and of judgment of sin. Because they believe not on me, of righteousness. Because I go to the Father, and ye behold me no more, of judgment, because the prince of this world hath been judged. I have yet many things to say unto you, but ye cannot bear them now. Howbeit, when he, the Spirit of truth, is come, he shall guide you into all the truth. For he shall not speak from himself, but what things soever he shall hear, these shall he speak, and he shall declare unto you the things that are to come." Here is Jesus foretelling me in the Bible that they admit. He also says, "Therefore be ye also ready, for in an hour that ye think not the Son of Man cometh. Who then is the faithful and wise servant, whom his Lord hath set over his household, to give them their food in due season? Blessed is that servant whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing. Verily I say unto you, that he will set him over all that he hath." I don't believe that these texts need effort to understand them, or to know the messenger of Imam al-Mahdi and Jesus, peace be upon them. And there is many more.